Episode 3, Jesus and the Life-Giving Design Law. All right, by now we've seen that Jesus came to restore life, and he came to invite us into a new kind of kingdom. But how exactly does that kingdom operate? In one word, love. Now, not the romantic dinner kind of love. We are talking about real, active, selfless, truth-based, healing love. Everything that Jesus did. Healing the sick, feeding the hungry, forgiving enemies, confronting hypocrisies, all was driven by this kind of love. But here's the twist. Jesus wasn't just being a nice guy. He was revealing how life is actually designed to work in the first place. Let me explain. Just like gravity is a law of physics, love is a law of life. It is not a religious idea. It is reality. You and I were built to give and to receive love. When we live in alignment with this principle, with this blueprint, with this design, when we are honest, when we are kind, when we are forgiving, and when we have selfless relationship, the minds heal, relationship heals, relationship grows, and peace and joy grows. That is God's life-giving design law. In Matthew chapter 22, verse 37 to 40, Jesus says, and I quote, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commands," unquote. Now, that's Jesus boiling down the entire Old Testament right there. It's not a checklist. It's a principle. It's a blueprint. It's a design. It's a life-giving design created by God for us. Think about it like this. When you breathe oxygen, your body thrives. When you cut off air, when you stop breathing, you suffocate. Same with love. We are designed to run on it. And that's why bitterness, greed, and cruelty, and selfishness, and arrogance and ego and lies don't just hurt others, they also damage us. Jesus didn't come to make people more religious. He came to heal us by reconnecting us back to the very source of life, who is God. And Jesus didn't just teach it, he lived it. Even when people mocked him and betrayed him and eventually nailed him on the cross, Jesus responded with love. Now that's not weakness, that's the power of God's life-giving design law. So here's the big idea. Jesus came to show us that love isn't optional. It is not just morally better. It is functionally essential to being fully alive. The more we live in harmony with God's life-giving design law of love, the more whole and the more free and the more alive we become. Amen to that. In the next episode, we will be looking at Jesus doesn't just teach love, he takes it all the way to the cross. Catch you then.